Welcome to the exciting conclusion of I've Never Felt Better. Just one of the guys who chased down vampires and other vampiric beings. Or something close to that. Very close to that. But the main title is I've Never Felt Better. So here's I've Never Felt Better. The last chapter, I think it's 8. It's called The Green Square. We arrived in the alley that was started... Well, we fucked that up, didn't we? No, it's only been 30 seconds. I'm not starting the video over. So, again, we arrived in the alley that was the start of my adventure. A suitable place to end it. And by it, I mean my life. Not just the adventure. I had to clarify that, apparently. We parked the van next to the building with shattered windows and cardboard. Jax, Vlad, and I climbed out of the van and held our weapons at our sides, then split up. I ran left down the alley while Jax ran right, and Vlad leaped up to one of the building's fire escape ladders. I kept my eyes to the sky as I ran from one alley to the next. Of course, I made sure to look both ways before I crossed the street, but other than that, I focused on the night sky. The sky was dark blue with thousands of speckles of sparkling white stars, but no brilliant green square. I ran through 9 alleys and then turned around and searched those 9 alleys. Each alley came up empty. When I made it back to the van, Vlad flew down just in front of me and motioned for me to follow him. He led me to the window of the abandoned building where I saw dust fall earlier. And we peeked in. I looked at it and it looked the same as before. Just little particles of dust falling to the already dirt-caked floor. Then Vlad pointed up to the ceiling, and there, just below the ceiling, the brilliant green square I saw earlier that night remained hovering inside the building. We backed away from the window and opened the van's sliding door. Vlad hopped in and tossed the bag of C4 to me. I caught it and tucked a few in my pockets. Vlad informed me that on his way back to the alley, he noticed a green illumination from the roof. He had jumped across the alley and looked down the roof window, and there he saw the green square. Yeah, no luck here either. I'll check with the others. Jax closed his cell phone as he reached the van and noticed C4 in our hands. What's this for? Oh. Alright, so. I get it now. So if you can read and keep it in your head at the same time, and you can listen to me and keep it in your head at the same time, you probably already knew where it was going and what was said. I, on the other hand, got lost. So, let me just reread the part that confused me, so you know what confused me. So, Vlad hopped in and tossed the bag of C4 to me. I caught it and tucked a few in my pockets. Vlad informed me that on his way back to the alley, he noticed a green illumination from the roof. He had jumped across the alley and looked down the roof window, and then he saw the green square. So that's Vlad telling me, Timothy, Tara, whoever her name is, that he saw that's why he's grabbing the C4. Then, Jax speaks on a cell phone. So, yeah, no luck here either. I'll check with the others. Jax closed his cell phone as he reached the van and noticed the C4 in our hands. What's with this? Sorry. What's this for? Vlad let us in on this plan. Vlad let us in on his plan of setting C4 all around the building, top to bottom, and destroying the green square. Jax called up Lex and Ted and told them that we located the green square. Jax and Vlad split the C4 between them. Vlad returned to the roof and Jax began to set the C4 along the foundation of the building. I was told to wait at the van to tell Ted and Lex the plan that was in motion. I couldn't just stand by the van. I had to do something. I ran to the cracked building window to take another look inside the reason for my inevitable death, the green square. But my foot found a piece of junk and I was propelled through the thin wooden doors, now shattered slivers of wood, and I fell to the dirt-caked ground. As I raised my head and wiped the dirt from my face and pressed my eye in pain, my vision was doubled as I was looking at everything through crossed eyes. As my double sights merged into normal vision, I noticed the dirt differently. The dirt was moving beneath me. It wasn't dirt, but many microorganisms. The green square must have been dropping them for days. There had to be billions of dirt-like particles, if not trillions. I quickly stood up just in time to answer the vibrating cell phone. It was Vlad. He had completed setting the C4 and was now descending from the roof. "I'll see you down here," I said, but I was thinking differently. The explosion created by all the C4 on both the roof and foundation may not be enough to destroy all of these micro creatures. If just one gets out, who knows how many deaths will follow? I stepped over the dirt-looking organisms, trying my best to squish them as I set the C4 around the middle of the room. I received another call. This time it was Jax. He had finished setting the C4 and was now back at the vents with Ted, Lex, and Vlad. He asked where I was, and I told him I fell and will be there with them soon. He warned me to stay as far away from the building as possible and asked if I could make it back or needed help. I guess he figured with a 5-inch hole through the shoulder and then suffering a fall that I would not be able to walk back on my own. He was right. I told Jax that I was fine and that I've never felt better. That's right. We used the title at the end of the book. Why? Well, I think I came up with the title afterwards. So, I used the title after the book, which the book is short. But you want to know it from this audiobook. It's just as long as a long book, probably. Anyway, not done yet. I told Jax that I was fine and that I've never felt better. Actually, no, I probably thought of the name before. Doesn't matter. The day started out as all my days had. The same boring routine, the same boring life. But then for some reason I felt heroic and chose to chase after possible kidnappers to save a woman. And the events that followed that night not only resulted in a change in my body's composition, but also simply changed me. I no longer see the world as meaningless, and my life as a mere existence. Rather, I see my life as amazing and full of possibilities. Had I just took the time to explore and venture out on my routine sooner, I would never have gotten myself into this situation I now faced. If I returned to the van, I faced being shot by my new friends to prevent transformation into a vile, vicious vampire. If I ran away, I risked changing and killing countless people as a vampire. The only logical choice was to go out fighting and taking as many of these micro creatures with me. It wouldn't be long till the C4 countdown reached 0 and sends the building down out of existence, and me and these organisms along with it. I closed my eyes and I waited the detonation. I heard a crash and closed my eyes tighter, preparing for the inevitable explosion that would either tear me to pieces or burn me to dust. Felt better. I suddenly felt something wrap around my waist, and I was lifted up and out of the building. I opened my eyes and just in time to see Vlad had just rescued me from my anticipated death. Vlad sat me down behind the van, and the 5 of us awaited the blast. The building exploded, sending brick and rubble throughout the alley and pulverizing the van. "What were you doing?" Vlad shouted to me as we all stood to see the aftermath of the blast. I walked to the smoldering rubble as fast as my wounded shoulder would allow. I was making sure none of the organisms got out alive. All of that dirt on the ground was actually some organisms. I continued to explain my reasoning for my suicide mission. I figured I'm already dead with the organism inside me, so I might as well take out the many or vampiric organisms as I could. What the fuck happened there? Have you not told him? Lex shouted. Oh, okay. Have you not told him? Lex shouted to Vlad. I was just about to, Vlad replied and continued. With the green square destroyed, the organism inside you should have ceased to live. They have a connection with the green square. It's like their mother, and if it dies, they die. So I'll be okay, I happily asked. Sorry for the burp. Vlad nodded and tried to smile, but the pain in my shoulder mingled with the pain in my eye, and I just couldn't manage to smile. I tried to smile. That's what it should. Vlad nodded, and I tried to smile, but the pain in my shoulder mingled with the pain in my eye, and I just couldn't manage to smile. You did well today, Vlad commended me. Thanks, I thanked him. So I guess this is it. You guys don't need me hanging around anymore. Vlad appeared beside me and put his hand on my shoulder. You did what none of my team could do. You defeated Hexacore. You saved my life. And you even attempted to sacrifice yourself so millions could live. Vlad continued. We need you, but only if you want to help us. I let out a gasp of shock and responded, yeah, it would be an honor. Yeah, it would be an honor. Yeah, it would be an honor to continue fighting with you guys. It would be an honor, Jack states as he and Vlad walk me toward the van. Oh, no. It would be our honor, Jack states as he and Vlad walk me toward the van. So, can you guys fix my arm? It really hurts. I joked, then collapsed. Yay! The story is over. But guess what? There's 2 episodes I wrote. And I'm going to read those to you soon. I hope you like it. If you don't, it's okay. Because I don't know if I can read very many more. But I'll try. So, thank you for watching, listening. If you liked it, that was probably why you watched all the way to the end. If you didn't, I'm probably not talking to you. So thank you for watching. And let me know if you would like to learn what the other episodes are, as in like me to read the other episodes. The episodes are written as a script, so there'll be a lot more voice changing. Will it be appropriately changed? No. I can't do that. It will change, and it will continue to change. No character will have the same voice, nor will the same character keep the same voice. But I will keep the characters in character, I guess, aside from their voice. But yeah, so that would be next. More episodes. But also, in addition to that, I got the short stories that I got to do. Because they're short. And since I learned how to read, I'm going to do those first. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't, I hope you enjoyed our other videos, the cartoons. I hope you asked me for the book so you could read it. And saw like, hey, I read this in 30 minutes. Took me 2 hours to watch your videos, but hey, I read them in 30 minutes. I enjoyed reading it a lot better than listening to you. But again, I'm sorry that... I don't know what I was saying. So anyway, just enjoy the video. Thank you for enjoying the video. I'm done for today. I'm pretty sure I feel fine. I'm just a little woozy. So, all good. I just need to eat. And my offer still remains. Mr. Circle people, if you'd like to sponsor us when we have more than 2 views, you are more than welcome to. We would definitely like money in order to, what's the word? Make more cartoons. Because you might not know this, I'm not in any of the cartoons. And I feel like that makes it better. It's not that I don't think I do a good job. It's just that cartoons shouldn't have me. And I don't think I do a good job. I guess I lied. Anyway, we're done. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed before, thank you for continually watching each video as it showed up to you. But if you subscribed, it would have came up to you in your feed, I think. Or gave you a notification or the bell or something. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works. I know that it used to work by you could just do stupid stuff for like a couple minutes and people would watch it. Didn't work for me. But that's okay, because I can't get into that YouTube video channel anymore. Even though I still have the email. So YouTube, I would love to get that YouTube channel working. Even though I still have the email. And I've asked you twice. And you say, that's not enough to confirm your identity. It's the same email that you send me a thing. I say to you that I would like to gain access to my old YouTube. That was a Hotmail YouTube. They say in the reply, they email me to the same email that the password was. I don't know the password. That's the whole point. Anyway, I'll probably cut that part. And